playthrough. Things happening right now. There's a hot ogre in the background. Oh, wait, we're gone. Okay. What's up, guys? It's the Koopa Licious Wishes. If you have wishes, Koopa is here to be vicious and mysterious. Um, Today we have a wonderful thing we're doing here. Post-com monster battle co-op challenge. It is a good time. It is a good event. Just started up here over at Dragon Quest. If you're playing, you have until about mid-February to get into this. I think it stops like right before Valentine's Day, so battle out with your monsters before you fall in love and all that shit. But yeah, what we're doing today is basically running through some monster battle co-op challenges. Some of that fun stuff. We did this last year, but I'll go ahead and explain what it is again for anybody who's new to the playthrough. I know we do have quite a few more people on the channel who have decided to align themselves with the Koopa since we've done it before. And I'm so glad. Usually I'm not, super enveloped in the Dragon Quest scene or community, but usually I think for like MMOs, events like this don't really come by that often because I feel like it's been less than a year since we've done this before. But nevertheless, it's here again. This is amazing. It reminds me a lot of Pokemon or things like that, except if Pokemon was actually good. But what we're doing here, you get your monsters, and essentially you can play as them, equip them, and battle them for various prizes. Generally, they're going to give you a bunch of equipment from the monsters and stuff to give to your monsters to make them stronger. This is in accordance with the minigame that's always here and always available called Monster Battle Road, which you can play at any time as long as you have a strong enough monster. I believe it's like 4 reincarnations and then level 45, something like that. I would recommend if you want to do this challenge to the best of its ability and have the most fun, you should probably just upgrade them all the way to max reincarnations, level 15 and level 50, which seems really hard. I mean, leveling up to level 50 15 times, that's basically 150 levels. And is it 100? Oh my god, that's not even 150 levels. That's like 1500 levels. Um, and yeah, it's a lot to take in. It's a lot to do. Am I even doing the math right? I don't even know, man. Hold on. I can math. And by I can math, I mean I'm not typing it into ChatGPT. I'm actually using a calculator. It's crazy, right? So 15 times 50. Am I right with this? It's 750 levels. I got it wrong twice, but you know what? That's the thing about life, man. You always have an opportunity to get it right eventually. Um, Back to the explanation though. This event is generally done with level 50 monsters with a party. Now you can do this by yourself with just your 3 monsters, but it's gonna be a little bit difficult. So I just sort of randomly match. Usually in the game you can get a match on this at any time because it is very popular. I think a lot of people do like it because of the Pokemon aspect. I don't know. Monster capturing and training is just very, very alluring for a lot of people for various reasons. Um, and I think we really need to hone in on why that is, you know? And I think it's just mostly like the fact that we want, I don't know, like, I don't want to say slaves, but we want people that are there strictly for us, essentially. And that's what these monsters are. They are trained by us. I feel like it's the maternal nature in humans that brings us to these conclusions. As you can see here, we do have the equipment list here. And essentially, you must register and equipped it. Okay, so I explained this a little bit in my live commentary section, but everything you have to actually send to the monsters using this equipment sending thing. And also, if you upgrade or change any of your equipment or get a new version of it, it's not going to be there. You're going to have to take the old version away because there is a limited amount of slots for this and put the new upgraded stuff registered in there. And then also, conversely, if you get rid of some of this equipment that you already registered in there, it doesn't matter. It's already in there. So, you can free up inventory space if you just want something for your monster, specifically for Monster Battle Road. Yeah, and on top of that, you get badges. Badges are cool. They give you moves. They give you different attributes. They give you a lot of cool things. But in general, I'd say a lot of Monster Battle Road relies on the fact that you have a huge party of basically just super powerful monsters, and they pit you against the toughest and the craziest battles and monsters of Dragon Quest. Okay, and what's really cool about this is you can see how like snowballing the effects of the reincarnations goes, and how great your monsters can be at just wrecking shit, at being the wrecking crew. And so I think we will do the rest of this later. Right now, I only did like the first couple ones because as soon as I saw this event was going, I was like, oh yeah, we're going in so hard. I'm gonna record this right the fuck now. And yeah. Also, by the way, we have the Serenade cosplay going on right now. I do need to get the horns. I tried to buy them the other day, but I think the servers were fucking overloaded because we literally just got our shop points, and it took me a while to get past the security checks because of course I am overseas, and yeah, I wasn't able to get it at the time before I made the video over here. So it is what it is. It is what it is. Eventually we'll get some demon horns on her because she is a demon, just like we all are. You know, I'm a Koopa demon. If I take my hood off, you'll see these horny things. That was disturbing. I promise I'll never do that again. But yeah, I in general that's the main gist here. As far as the monster battle road goes, the first boss is actually one of the recent coin bosses, the Slatamoton. Not the most recent one. I don't believe he's in here, but I took a sneak peek at the ending of the event here in a couple of days, and we are fighting Grandmaster Nimzo. So you know, can't wait for the return of the Grandmaster Nimzo aura. I'll probably make a video called Super Grandmaster Ninja Aura or Grandmaster Nimzo Aura Part 2 Electric Boogaloo or something like that. I don't know. But I think fighting Nimzo as the monster is going to be so crazy. It's going to be peak. It's going to be peak, honestly. Because Nimzo, he was an insane boss, but I did have a lot of fun with him. I did have a lot of fun fighting that. Like even looking back at the footage, if you want to go watch I did a couple of streams of him too. But if you don't watch the recorded videos, I have Shadows of Success and Grandmaster Nimzo Aura to see those fights, and man, it is crazy. And I think that leads us into our topics of the day. There is no way that I would have been able to do any of these bosses, or you will be able to do any of the bosses in any MMO ever, without the power, the magical properties of momentum. Momentum in RPGs is a crazy thing. And that's generally what allows you to do things that shouldn't be possible, you know? Nimzo, he just seems like one of those bosses that's just designed to be unbeatable, in my opinion. And yeah, in general, he kind of is. He kind of is a little bit unfair looking, especially. Like I'm looking back at that boss, and I'm like, they let us win. They had to. They had to. Like, what the fuck is going on here? Because I remember just like playing it and seeing it, and every win didn't really feel. It felt like, you know, it was like destined at that point, you know. And it's I think the properties of momentum, which make it seem like that super hard thing to do, is just effortless at this point. And it's like it's magic because it's like, how did I come here? You know, it doesn't even make sense anymore. And I think what we really need to remember is that the world does have magic. It does. It does. Don't deny it, baby. You know it. You know it to be true. And because the world does have magic, you have to realize that the magic within us is always waiting to be awakened, okay? It's not just going to be there, though. It's not just going to be like, oh, hello, Mr. Magic, sir. Would you like the magic? I have it here for you. That's not how it's going to work, okay? But there are congruencies that can be had as far as momentum, where you're going, and how you get there. And because those congruencies exist, it's going to seem like magic when you exponentially increase out of seemingly nowhere. But the thing is, guys, that's a horrible thing about life and relationships and general attractiveness, is that when you are really attractive, in order to protect yourself, a lot of people can't fucking tell you that, okay? Because not everybody's going to do wonderful things with this information, strangely enough. I mean, I probably wouldn't even do wonderful things with that information. I'm not going to, like, abuse people, of course, but the thing is, not everybody who's attractive is evil, but everybody who's attractive has a lot more potential to do evil things. And yeah, like I said, it's protection mostly when people hide their love or joy for your success, and you can't take it in a, you know, sort of angry or anguish kind of way, because if you do, that's gonna kill your momentum. You realize momentum comes from focusing on one thing. And when you have it all, you know, scatterbrained and scattershot, it's like, this person's making fun of me, this person likes me but they won't tell me, and this person's ignoring me but I know they can see me. You're wasting all your energy. You're sacrificing everything for the sake of anything, right? And what you really need to do is sacrifice anything for the sake of everything. You know, you kind of got to flip that. And that's how you build a momentum. Get a little coffee here. And of course, it's very sad. It's very sad that nobody really teaches you this. A lot of things will tell you to just, drown yourself in the approval of others. And I'm here to say, man, it doesn't matter if anybody really likes what you're doing. It doesn't matter if anybody really understands what you're doing. It doesn't matter if anybody really cares about what you're doing. And I know it's going to hurt to hear that last one because although it was really fun for me specifically to do this while nobody was watching, I know that hurts a lot of people. I know, they're fueled by the fact that people care. And of course, that is me to a certain extent, but I've been just shattered by the care. I've been broken by people who would say they would never leave. And because of that, it's something that I look at with not contempt, but with just suspicion, okay? And I understand the attention is usually a good thing, especially when you have somebody like me who cares for anyone who, uh, you know, not cares for me, but cares for things like this that are just adhering to truths and things that really speak to them. There's a lot of people saying a lot of evil things out there, but I would rather adhere to them than the people trying to cater or the people trying to numb themselves or shrink themselves into boxes. Okay, so yeah, in my later stages of life, I don't think I would ever subscribe to just a general hate channel, especially a hate towards any kind of minority group. But now in this phase of life, I'm just looking for truth, and right now the truth is a lot of minority groups are lost. Okay, and they need this tough love in order to grow. Okay, that's the only option. Okay, you're either gonna grow or you're gonna die out. All right, and right now people are looking to kill. Obviously, you saw what happened in September. You're not playing games anymore. So you either have to evolve, you have to gain this momentum to grow way beyond your peers, beyond the people in your circle, or you die. And as much as I talk about suicide, it's just because I want my death to be at my hands. That's about it. It's not like I really want to die. If I was ever faced with that situation, I would fight because giving up is way harder than trying for me. I feel like the true love of life for me is the attempt, is the moment, and when I really feel the worst, it's because I am trying to go to the future or I am trying to make sense of the past. And in both of those places, I just don't belong. I belong right here with you guys, recording this video. I feel like I don't even belong like sitting back watching the video with you and enjoying how many views I get or whatever. I don't even belong there. I know I belong right here. So which is why I really love live streaming. I love the fact that I got so much good vibes and good energy from you guys on the live stream today because I am recording this after we did our 1,000 video deep dive. And that has been the habits I've generally been doing daily. I'll stream and then I'll record something and then I'll go outside and exercise. And that had been my habits for about half the year last year until many things happened. I got injured, I lost my house, I lost my job, lost a lot of friends, had to block a lot of people. And then of course, even now this year, when we're getting made fun of multiple times, we're getting dirt dropped in our names, we're getting accused of things that we never even tried to do. And of course, it's just part of life, and that is because I do have that momentum. People see that I do have that momentum. People see that things are changing for me, not just me, but everyone around me. And if you are around me, then I do appreciate the fact that you're here doing things to change yourself, and that you have established this rare YouTube pool as something that you want to watch and endeavor to learn more about. So I hope you enjoy. I hope you try out this game because it's very fun. It's very fun. If you're not already playing the Monster Battle Co-op Road, you got until February. The free trial goes all the way until version 4, so you can do a lot of what I'm doing on the channel now, but then of course once you get to version 5 you'll have to pay to play the game, which of course is pretty cheap over there in Japan. I'm sorry guys, your yen is not worth shit. Okay, that was mean. But yeah, it's about $7 USD once you get to the farther versions, but I believe before that it's like a $3 to $5 subscription per month. But up to you. I would say if you're a little broke, which I was, I waited until around Christmas. They always love to do sales, usually either before the new version comes out. So they've just finished 7. So before 8 comes out, they're probably going to do a sale on versions 1 through 7. And then when 8 comes out, it's obviously going to be full price. But yeah, and then on holidays, so Christmas is a big one. They usually do like a gigantic, like 75% off. thing or whatever. So if you really want to do that, just play the trial, and please take your time with the trial, because it's very long now and there's a lot of stuff to do because it's a huge level cap. But yeah, if you're doing the trial, I would say just take your time. Take your time. Do a lot of other things because you can really get trapped in this MMO and it's not designed for that. Like what I'm doing with it and how much I'm playing this game, it's clear that it's not designed for it. And so because of that, I literally nowadays I only play it to record. Not even joking. I don't just hang out here because it honestly kills your progression a little bit in this game. You gain momentum in this game by I feel like just combining it with your real life using the app because it does have a companion app. So you know when you can't play it, you can definitely still make progress, build that momentum, and earn those dailies. But for now, that is all we are doing today. Remember, guys, the small daily actions will build momentum. And I appreciate you. I love you. We've built momentum here. You can do it yourself. I'm just a guy just like you. We're just people. And you shouldn't discount your inherent power because we all have it. We all have the ability to grow beyond ourselves, to be, more than what we are, more than what others see us as, and more than even the gods within us. So take the choice, take the plunge, grow the momentum. And I will see you next time. Remember that I believe in you just as much as you believe in yourself. And yeah, that's about it. See you later.